just about set to go. And on the hill for the Phillies, Patrick Getz.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters. And it's more of a chess match, but I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
And now the Mets DH, Joe Brandon, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues.
135.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Stokes squeezes it, and there's one down. Here's the Mets lineup now. Singing, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
That one pushed foul. One out, base is empty. That clips the corner. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Just missed. Two down, nobody on. That one a little bit high. It's 2-2.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Next offering misses down and away. And that's ball four.
Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner at first with two away. And the batter now, Joe Brandon. That's in for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. And that is that. And we're back. Getting the nod in this one, Gavin Kovalenko. What do we have on him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Joe Brandon, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Joe Brandon. There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. A little bit high. One ball, one strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a foul ball. And that's too high. That one the other way. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting
And
third,
time now for the Phillies lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that
fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3. Back at Citizens Bank Park. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Joe Brandon gets back to work. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Random hitting 5th in today's lineup. Usually a first baseman. Today starting behind the plate. Just missed.
Yeah, Boog, and I think that's a tougher transition to make, going from first base to putting on the catcher's gear, being behind the dish. A lot of times you see guys go from playing catcher to being a DH or a first baseman.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. That's too low. 3-2 down. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And next for the Mets, Joe Brandon. Trying to move him over here. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. Out on the sac bunt.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Joe Brandon, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Next offering is downstairs. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
And a slider misses down and away. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Random hauls it in for the out. 2 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Random getting ready to hit. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. This one in the dirt. That one catches the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man at second. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Out number 3. No runs, no base hits. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut, Bobby Magruder. And that drops in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
That one ripped. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And his first big league hit is a double. Bobby Magruder with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Random digs in now. And that bunted towards third. Fires across the diamond. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Now the catcher up to hit, Joe Random.
30.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Fouled off left side. One away with a runner at third here on opening day. Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Next to hit, Joe Random. That's in there. 0-1. Ball one there. 2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Random. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Strand 1. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Philadelphia, on to the third inning. Now the left fielder, Joe Random. And there's a ball.
Outside.
Inside, just missed. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering misses, and now 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. And a good start to the inning. Back to the top of the lineup. Next is the designated hitter, Joe Random.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
There's a strike.
Oh, this is a case of just slowing the game down. Sometimes you get so concerned with getting the job done, you forget that you still have to get a good pitch to do the job with.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. Handles, throws to first, and one away in the top of the third.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Random in the box for the second time. One ball, no strikes. Upstairs, and it's 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Inside and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
You know, Booth, there always seems to be that oh no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time it's right when he lets it go. He knows that it's not headed where he intended it to go.
Ridley in the box lays off for ball one. And that one a little below the knees, and the count now 2-0. That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Random in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In for a strike, now 3-1. On the ground to the left, and it's just foul. That was close. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4. He's out. And he'll keep it for just the 1.
Well, when you've got a guy playing out of position, you'll see plays like this. That should have been a double play, but the feed to second took way too long. It's hard to blame the guy since he didn't ask to be penciled in at that spot.
Random can't hold up, and that's a strike. Comes up empty. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Back there. Out of here. A 3-run homer. His first homer of the year, and they lead it. It's 3-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Random in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is fouled back. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Ground ball left side, and foul ball. 2 outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside, and it's 2-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
That ball's foul.
2 out, space is empty. Good eye in that spot.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
On the ground, right side, Random. To first, they don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Joe Random. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that is out of play. That one finds the zone. Going to count 1 and 2.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
That one to first, Random. He'll do it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth,
Joe Random, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
And it's fouled away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The other way. And no one can get there. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away. So the batting order turns over. And here's the first baseman, Joe Brandom. He's 0 for 1. This one popped up, and that goes foul. Puts a bunt down. Brandom over to second for 1. And that's all they'll get. Joe Brandon stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1 so far. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as the stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
On the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, 2 outs. Stokes now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Brandon, the lead runner at second. Brandon at first, 2 out of the inning. That misses off the outside edge. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. In the air, right side. Brandon pulls that one down, and that is that. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. New inning getting started. Now it's the shortstop, Joe Brandon. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Joe Brandon, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. And that's outside. And the count is 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Random makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, number 30.
And now the center fielder, Joe Brandon. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to first.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
That one misses, and the count is 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike. Bases empty, 1 away here on opening day. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out.
Number 28.
Down the third baseman, Joe Brandom. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In the air, right field, Brandom under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And we're back. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Bobby Magruder. That one fouled off. Outside low. And 1-1. That one missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Fly ball to right. Brandom hauls it in, and there's one away. Joe Brandom stands in for the Phillies. First pitch just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. One down, base is empty. And that one is inside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll get down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
That's a tough location with the fastball to handle, but he was all over it. He got that front foot down and showed off some really quick hands to get the barrel to it.
And he pops up the bunt. Sends it to first. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
Really nice technique right there to get that sac bunt down. Advances that runner up another base. That was his job. He got it done.
Joe Brandom stands in for the Phillies.
29.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And a foul ball. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's out of play, a foul ball.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
0-2 now. And ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Next offering upstairs. Hit in the air, left field, random. As this one sized up, brings it in, and that's the inning.
Pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start. Here's the second baseman, Greg Ridley. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And he can't make the play. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's 4-0. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Now batting, number 1.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical. But so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff. You have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Next to hit, Joe Brandom. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. No swing. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. It's there, and that's a great play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back at Citizens Bank Park.
Leadoff
Now
for
here
the
is
Phillies.
Joe Random.
Center fielder, number
Kovalenko
27.
back to work. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that's a foul ball. He swings and fouls one off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed
Now
earlier in the
batting,
at-bat.
number
Just
13.
came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Random now in the box. Comes up
0-1.
empty with a swing there. And delivers outside.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Line drive. Snags it for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So the Philly batting order turns over. And now Joe Random. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
On the ground right side, Ridley. Tosses to first, and the Phillies are set down in order. Quickly go the Phillies. They're back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Joe Random. Fastball for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Random. And there's one away. And now, Jermaine
batting,
Stokes.
number 10.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 4-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Ken Suzuki on for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Joe Brandom getting ready to hit. And a swing and a miss there. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Joe Brandom getting ready to go. And it's strike 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one outside. And it's 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced, and this one getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Tap foul at the plate. That one in there across the letters.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Dan Lawrence rings him up. Offense held in check there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Designated hitter, number 31.
That one's in there. Strike 1.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
And that is in for a strike, and it's 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Random hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Random in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
No strike.
The Mets leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Now 1-1.
1-1.
Towards first. Random takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, number 29.
So up next, Joe Random. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, we're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Greg Ridley. Ball 1, no strikes. Suzuki, only 18 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2025. That one ripped. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Safe at second with a leadoff double. Greg Ridley with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
So up next for New York, Joe Random, looking to do more of what he did back in the 3rd.
No doubt that 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and an important swing of the bat.
And a sac bunt here. Random whips it across. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, number 27.
Joe Random up now for the Mets. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that one for strike 2. And that just misses.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, number 25.
Digging in, Joe Random. On the ground to third. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Now batting, number 30.
So man aboard, Joe Random up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one. cut on and lifted in the air. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Now batting, number 28.
And stepping in for New York, Joe Brandon. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. But it's offline. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ken Suzuki done for the day, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Joe Brandon comes on now.
Number 19.
Now, Joe Brandon, 1 for 3. Flares it into the outfield. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Joe Brandon.
And he's got a nice lead to work with.
Ball 4, take the base.
So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Jermaine Stokes. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive. Diving, gets down, took the extra bases. Brandon around 3rd. He'll score. 2 runs are in. Now around 3rd, waving him home. Safe at the plate. It's a 3-run inside the park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Joe Brandon won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Joe Brandon on to pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Magruder in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's in. Ball 2.
Good job to fight that one off. In the air, right field. And it stays fair. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Joe Brandon. Climb the ladder with that fastball. 0-1. Soft contact in the air. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting,
Joe
number
Brandon
26.
with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Trying to move him over here. They apply the tag, and the runner moves up to second.
Now batting, number 38.
So digging in, Greg Ridley. That one the other way, and that's just foul. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Random, the runner at second with one away. Foul ball, still 0-2. That one missing inside. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. One out and a runner at second. That just misses, and the count's full.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
2 on, 1 out. Random digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Trying to move the runners over. Zips it across. Runners advance on a good sac bunt. Joe Brandon up now for the Mets. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Ball, that's in.
Next offering upstairs. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here at the top of the 9th.
Yeah.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Account full.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And they're all loaded up.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't getting any easier.
Random stands in now and watches strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. So they're all loaded up. Swing and a pop-up. Random under it. And that is that. Leave them loaded as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Omar Serna Ruiz. A chance at his first save of the year. So here's the Phillies DH, Joe Brandom. Pitch misses, 1-0. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Next offering down low and in the dirt. That one missed.
That's the ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it drops in.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. Throws to second for 1.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
He's 2 outs away. Random, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Drops a bunt down the first base side. They put the tag on him, and he gets the job done.
Now batting, number 27.
So it's their last chance in this one. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Joe Brandom. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Not close with that one. And now it's even 1-1. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and that'll fall for a base hit. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Comes through with the RBI. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Random in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. On the ground right side, and foul ball. Serna Ruiz is just 1 strike away. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Kovalenko with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll
All right, just about set to go. Pitching for the Cubs in this one, Omar Hannon.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
That's in there, and the count 1-2. And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Next pitch is outside. Caught him looking for the K. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest.
As we take a look at the Padres lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen some.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. On to the bottom of the first. Back here at Wrigley Field, and our starting pitcher here today, Johnny Rojas.
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
This one popped up. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Ground ball up the middle, Gillis. Tosses to first, one up, one down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The skipper's loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. 1 out, base is empty. That's down and in. And downstairs. Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And now Joe Random and a sac bunt here. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Sometimes you can get a little too aggressive trying to cut off that lead run and try to make something happen that really isn't there. Got to take that sure out at first base. Not sure what happened right there in terms of communication.
So up now for Chicago, Joe Random, looking for his first big league hit right here. And he lays one down the left side. Gets the catcher by a step.
Well, he certainly didn't look comfortable or fluid on that play. And later in this ball game, this could come back to bite him if the ball is hit to him and he's playing that same position.
And that one fouled off. Random at third. Random at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And a curve is down and in. That misses the zone. Now 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Here at Wrigley Field. And now here is Joe Random. Cannon back to work. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
And now, Joe Random trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. That one drifts inside. Cannon, only 18 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
That's in. Ball 2.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
And now it's 3-2. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
2 down, bases empty. Joe Random, the next up for the Padres. First offering, and it just misses. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
That's outside. And a count 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. And he grounds one to the right side. Random. The throw to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at the friendly confines. Now at the plate, Joe Random.
Joe Random.
And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. There's a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Joe Random now at the plate. That missed by a lot. And that's ball one. No score here in the second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting eight.
And next for the Cubs, Joe Brandon. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting.
No, Boog, I'll tell you firsthand, retired players, we miss a lot of things about playing the game in our playing days, but getting drilled by a pitch like that usually isn't something we talk about.
And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly. So bases loaded with one away. Random will hit next. Golden opportunity right here.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Here comes a pitch. Fought off foul. Bases loaded, one away here on opening day. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Joe Brandon digs in now. Walked his first time. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one.
No strike.
Line drive, base hit, 1 run in already. A second scores as well. It's 2-0.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Stepping in, Joe Brandon. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That one not close. And the count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 2 and the Padres nothing. Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Joe Brandon. Swing and a ball popped up. Brandon makes the grab, and a quick out, number 1.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Stepping in for San Diego, Joe Brandon. That's off the mark. Ball 1. They say you win.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike.
Ball 2.
outside with a breaking ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
At the plate, Joe Brandon. Hit on the ground to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Cubs 2 and the Padres nothing. And we're back. And now it's going to be Joe Brandon.
The catcher, Joe Brandon.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Nope, that's a ball.
And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Leadoff man aboard on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning, not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
And up next for Chicago, Joe Brandon. He's 0 for 1. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner at first. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count is 0-2. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So up now for Chicago, Joe Brandon. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Now batting the left fielder, Joe Brandon.
Now a chance for Joe Brandon. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And next for the Cubs, Joe Brandon. Just missed. Foul ball there. Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering upstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Got him looking. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Joe Random. Inside, ball 1.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
That one out to right. And that is a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Random settles under it and makes the catch. Now and there are 2 outs.
Second baseman, Jason Gillis.
2 outs, base is empty. Jason Gillis, the next up for the Padres.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Right through there for a strike. The Padres hitless so far in the game. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. And that's going to kick into the corner. And it gets by him. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Jason Gillis with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Random, the next to hit. And that one pulled foul.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. 2 outs and a runner at third here on opening day. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Padres leave 1, still down 3-0. Back here at Wrigley Field, ready to go, bottom 4. So up now for Chicago, Joe Random. Now a fly ball to right center. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Joe Random, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one
Ball
close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 2. On the ground, right side, Gillis. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, the second baseman, Joe Random.
2 down, bases empty. Now here is Joe Random. A walk, and he's also singled. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. A little out front there as he swings through it. Catcher has it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Cubs 3 and the Padres nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Cannon back to work. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Random in his rookie season, just 19 years old. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
2-0.
Here's a 2-0. In the air, right side of the infield. Random. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Joe Random.
So digging in now for San Diego, Joe Random. Grounded out his first time up. Top of the zone for a called strike. Ball 1 there. On the corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Joe Random, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Random.
Not even close there. And it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch is outside. And that one sliced foul. And that one is inside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
He caught it behind his back to first. Nicely done for the out. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
Here at Wrigley Field, now the third baseman, Joe Random.
Joe Random.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Random sizes this one up, puts it away for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Random at the plate and takes high there.
Counts 1-0.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. And another ball.
Inside.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
That one at 95, missed up top, 3-1. Slice down the right side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one hit to right. And it falls. So a man aboard now with one away. Joe Random with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Joe Random, the next Cub to hit. Popped up and a foul ball. Random over at first with one away. Puts a bunt down. There's one. And that's all they'll get.
The center fielder, number 13, Joe Random.
Joe Random, the next Cub to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's a swing and a miss. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Joe Random getting loose out there. Random getting cranked up as well. Swing and a ground ball out to short. They get the force. Inning over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 3 and the Padres nothing. All set for the top of the 6th. And the batter now, Joe Random.
Joe Random.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Swings through that.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Next offering is fouled back. Goes down looking.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
And here is Joe Random. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Joe Random with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
So the lineup flips over. Joe Random, the next up for the Padres. Bunts it in the air. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Joe Random.
Next for the Padres, Joe Random. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
That's towards center. Random sizing this one up. And that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Cubs 3 and the Padres nothing.
Now pitching for
back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher 18. On the mound, Joe Random.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in,
leading
Joe Random.
For the Cubs, the left fielder, Joe Random.
And a first offering, a fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
This one in the air. Random settles under this one. And out number 1 on the grab.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And up next for Chicago, Joe Random. And there's a foul ball. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
I always love when we get to see these big arching curveballs that just barely register on the radar gun. And then it's even more hilarious when a professional hitter swings right through it. I mean, you just want to mash that pitch. It's so tough to keep your balance and let it travel. And you're trying to just jump all over it. And when you don't make contact, it's kind of embarrassing.
Random in the box again, takes a strike. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And the count is 1-1. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Joe Random. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
just missed. Runner at second, 2 down here on opening day. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Man at second. Base hit, left center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Picks himself up at RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And next for the Cubs, Joe Brandon. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Random leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Line to left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Coming home. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 5-0.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So runner at second, 2 down. Random now at the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Up the middle, and a base hit right there. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-0.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Joe Brandon is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
so the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Joe
22.
Brandon.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Man at first. Now the Cubs catcher, Joe Brandon. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. To third. The tag, and he's out. Nice save on the offline throw as he makes the tag inning over. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 6 and the Padres nothing. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Just missed. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Base hit, and the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out. Joe Brando with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Now it's going to be Joe Brandom. Late with the swing there. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Man at first, 1 away. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good. Wow. Yeah.
The batter, the
he's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Random at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 left for San Diego. Bottom of the 7th. So up now for Chicago, Joe Brandom. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Cubs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this one, 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses. 1 gone here.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Random batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The Cubbies up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. Fouled off left side. In the air, left field, down the line. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now here is Joe Brandom. And a strike. Brandom, the runner at second with 1 away. Curveball over for a called strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
He goes down looking. So 2 down now, and here is Joe Brandom.
Random.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Cubs leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping in for San Diego, Joe Brandon. Cannon back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Joe Brandon up and throwing. Brandon also throwing. The 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Brandon now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one clips the corner. Fouls it off, still 1-2. A swing and a soft liner. Makes the grab for the 2nd out. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Omar Cannon out of the game, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Joe Brandon.
Number 4.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Now it's the right fielder, Joe Brandon. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Random in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Inside, ball 1.
Random, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that is downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. This one in the air right field. Fair ball. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Joe Random.
And the batter now, Joe Random. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. And first offering is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. And this one squirts away from the catcher. Safe at second.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a stolen base opportunity.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On the inside corner for called strike 3. So the Cubs bullpen does its job nicely there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cubs 6 and the Padres nothing. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the right fielder, Joe Random.
Joe Random.
Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that one is inside, ball 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Joe.
And now the DH, Joe Random. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering upstairs. That one the other way. Off balance feed. There's one. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Joe Random.
And now Joe Random. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Joe Random will hit next. Pitch is in there. And that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Curve in the dirt, kicks away. And 2 in scoring position now. thanks to that wild pitch.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with 2 in scoring position.
And a 1-1. Line drive, base hit. 1 run across. Another comes in to score, and it's an 8-run lead.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And here is Joe Random. The changeup missing, and that's ball 1. And that's a little bit high.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And that's a foul ball. Random, the base runner at first with 1 out. Fouls one off. 2-2. Now this one gets away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
In the air, left field. Random on his way over. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Joe.
So up next,
Random.
Joe Random. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. That's a base hit as a run scores. And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Joe Random gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
Out of the
Padres.
bullpen for the Padres, Joe
Number 5.
Random.
I think it's got to be a little tough
Joe
coming in out of the pen when your
Random.
guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Joe Random. 1 for 4 with a double. Misses off the inside. Ball 1. Oh, right to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Slice to right and foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 10-0.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now the left fielder, Joe Brandon.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. And it's foul. Line drive. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
So 2 on with 2 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Joe Brandon. Pitch gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Second and third, 2 down. Out there to center. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they extend their lead. Joe Brandon with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Joe Brandon. And it's fouled away. Brandon off of first with 2 away. And that's way high. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2 again. And a swing and a miss. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Through 8 full, it's the Cubs 12 and the Padres nothing. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Jason Gillis. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Joe Brandon preparing to come on if needed. Brandon getting loose as well. There's a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Out to short, Brandon. Throw sails over his head at first. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
See, Boo, that right there, that's a perfect example of why he shouldn't be out there in that position. He clearly isn't comfortable. He doesn't look fluid. His footwork's all over the place, and just can't make that throw to beat the runner.
And now, Joe Brandon, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. The Cubs up big in this one here at the top of the ninth.
Yep, that ball went out.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Hit in the air left field. Random on the move to the gap. And there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Joe Random.
Joe Random, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 3 in this one. Now a blooper back behind short. Nice grab.
Wow, that was an awesome leaping catch. Great reactions, great athleticism, and he snatched that thing out of the air, and he robbed him of a base hit.
So they're down to their final out. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Joe Random. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Two outs. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
This could end it. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Man at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, left fielder, Joe Random.
First and second, 2 down. Joe Random getting ready to hit. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout. Hannon with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
12-0 your final here in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.